Hey guys, it's the Remos Online and I am facing Red Swagger, or RedTM87, and I'll leave a link in the description to his YouTube channel. He's just starting out in the YouTube battling scene. Go check him out, he's a pretty good battler. So I lead off with my Edna and he leads off with Mr. Clean, who I know has Will-O-Wisp because I've been watching his videos. So I switch Edna out into Claire to get the magic bounce. Claire is also really good as a Rotom counter because she can two-shot Rotoms with Psyshock, so she's really powerful. So boom, I bounce back that Will-O-Wisp, and he is not going to want to keep Mr. Clean in for too much longer. So he does indeed withdraw. I was hoping he'd go into something other than Scizor, but he goes into Scizor. And it turns out, I found out later on, that this thing is holding an Assault Vest. So, at the time, I thought it was a bad idea to switch Claire out because she does have Hidden Power Fire, but I do it anyway, and then I later found out it was good play because I would not have one-shot this thing, and it would have killed me with U-turn. So in comes Florence, my Vileplume, who is my physical wall. I knew I could take pretty much anything, but I made a terrible misplay in that I forgot about Nidoking, and then it had Fire Blast, even though I've watched his videos, so maybe I haven't watched them close enough, I need to watch them again. So that thing has Fire Blast, that thing scares me. I wasn't sure who I could switch into. Molly, my Sharpedo, could have taken the hit well. Who else did I have? Claire possibly could have taken the hit because she is Assault Vested, but I go into Edna because she has the Focus Sash, and I really don't think she'll be that good in this battle because that Talonflame is still around, and with this sort of threat and this sort of pressure from the field, there isn't too much I can do. So he switches out, meaning I could have gone for something like Hone Claws, but I didn't. I go for Iron Head, and it deals next to no damage. If I got off the Hone Claws, I would have stayed in here and gone for something like a rock, what do you call it, a rock, bleh, the one that doesn't hit all the time, but it can flinch, that rock move. So I switch out and go into Isabella, my special defense wall, who can take a good hit. As you're probably noticing, I have a lot of Pokemon here who are weak to fire and flying. This was not my best team. This was actually a brand new team I'd never tried out. In comes that Talonflame Fear. I do not like this thing. I want away. Take it away. Kill it. Burn it with fire. Crap, fire isn't working because it's a fire type. Yeah! I go into Edna. The idea here was that it was going to use Flare Blitz or Brave Bird and take Edna out, meaning I can get a free switch in into Molly. But because it used Fly, I could have used Molly anyway because she has Protect, and I would have nullified that, and I could have kept Edna around. So that was a bit of, I want to call it misplay, but it wasn't misplay. Because it turns out that this Talonflame didn't even have Gale Wings. It was his breeding Talonflame. He brought the wrong Talonflame. We both brought bad Pokemon. It is brilliant. So we were both playing hyper defensively or offensively. I don't know, I can't tell, I'm half asleep. And we didn't have to because the teams we were facing weren't teams that we knew we were comfortable with. So anyway, I get off that Protect to stop its Fly, and it goes for the Quick Attack, but it isn't going to do too much damage, and I go for my Waterfall. Yay, Sharpedo Waterfall. That's going to deal some hurt, and my Sharpedo is holding a leftovers? No, it's holding the complete opposite. It's holding the Life Orb. The one that deals the damage to the Pokemon doesn't heal it. So Molly is sort of a threat on the field, and he gets out Scizor, which I know has U-turn, which is going to be super effective because I am Dark type. Yay, super effective! I go for the Protect to scout out what it is going to do, and it does U-turn, so I can't stay in. This thing can probably take a Waterfall and or a Crunch, so I'm out of there. I go back into my Vileplume, Florence, to take its U-turn, and this is where I make another horrible misplay. He is going to, once we get there, because I'm narrating far too quickly for you lovely people, he is going to send out his Nidoking, and I have somehow forgotten that this thing has Fire Blast. I have no idea how, so I thought it was going to go for a Sludge Wave, which I knew I could take. And he goes for Fire Blast. Yay! Burning! My face melted. Yay. Then goes Florence. That is gonna... I'm not sure if that cost me the match. Just a whole much more, which makes no sense because I can't talk for some reason. I make a lot of more mistakes. Damn it! So I go for that Waterfall onto his Nidoking, but he switched out to Mr. Clean. But looking at the damage it did, I knew a Crunch would take this thing out. But I wasn't 100% sure. and I wanted to get some more burn damage on it despite the fact I had leftovers. So I go for the Protect, praying that it didn't go for Will-O-Wisp. Well, not praying because Protect would have stopped it, but if it went for Will-O-Wisp, I would have been screwed. Because this was really what I had left as a powerhouse, I guess. And it does go for the Volt Switch. So I know it's not going to go for Will-O-Wisp. I guess I hope it's not. So I do go for the Crunch, and while we're waiting for that to display, I'm going to have a sip of my Dr. Pepper. What's the worst that could happen? Shut up, go away. So Mr. Clean does go down. And Moy takes some more Life Orb damage. Oh dear, and who was texting me? It was my mother. Okay, so he goes into his Pinsir, who is his Mega Pinsir, which I know will now one-shot Molly with Quick Attack, because Molly is not the bulkiest of Pokemon. If she was at higher HP, she would have taken it, but at this level of HP, she is not going to survive. I go for that Protect. I don't know why. I'm turn stalling, I guess. And it doesn't need to go for the Quick Attack. I get a Speed Boost. What I was hoping was that he would go for like a Bug-type move. He doesn't. He goes for the Quick Attack. Pain in the ass. That thing is a pain. It's a royal pain in the ass. So I go into Euphemia, who is a new version of my Gardevoir. She's bold. She has maximum EVs in HP and defense, and she Mega Evolves to bulk up her special defense. He goes to the Earthquake, and it's definitely going to be a 3-hit KO. But I've traced his Aerialate thingy, and I don't quite take it out. And here I make more misplay. I think he's going to switch out because he knows his Mega Pinsir isn't going to be able to survive that much longer. So I Mega Evolve and I go for the Wish, but he goes for the Earthquake, and I now there's nothing else. I can't attack you because you're taking me out of Earthquake or Quick Attack. So I'm gonna have to Protect, which is a pain in the ass. And I think here he switches out. Oh, that was a pain. Like that, so many good things could have happened. So I go for the Protect, but obviously it fails because he switches out. I could go for another Protect, but there's no real reason. Bullet Punch, but I am a defensive Gardevoir, so it's not going to take me out. I go for the Will-O-Wisp, which does very luckily land, but there's no real joy in it because he can still take me out with the Bullet Punch. So, Euphemia, you did a bad job. You did bad, girl. I go for the Protect to get some burn damage on this thing, which does actually help in the long run, but it doesn't help, too much. So burn damage happens. I believe I switch out. Yes, I do. I switch out into Isabella, because she's the only wall I have left other than Gardevoir, who is about to be KO'd. He goes for the Bullet Punch, which isn't going to do too much damage to Isabella. It's not super effective at anything, so, and she is, also, I guess she is kind of bulky in the physical defense, even without EVs there. Burn damage happens. I knew he was going to switch out here, so I went for the Sunny Day. The idea is I have Chlorophyll, I can outspeed things in the sunlight, so I can just sleep powder whatever comes in. He brings in the Nidoking. Can you guess what's going to happen? Go on, guess. Go on, guess. Go on. Go on. I use Sunny Day. Go on, guess. You haven't guessed it. Well, then you suck. So I do go for the Sleep Powder after leftovers and stuff. But Chlorophyll is not enough to outspeed this thing. Yeah, how about that? I boosted his Fire Blast. She might have been able to survive that without the Sunny Day because she is a special defense wall, but no. So I bring Claire in, and Claire finally gets to do the thing I was keeping her alive for, and that is taking down this Nidoking. But it's a bit too late in the battle for that. That should have happened a lot sooner. Ugh. So in comes the Scissor, which I know is in kill range for Hidden Power Fire. As I mentioned, I think I mentioned earlier, this thing is holding an Assault Vest, so it definitely wouldn't have died at full HP. And I get the critical hit there, which probably did help. So down that thing goes. And then comes Noivado. I know this thing has Super Fang, Draco Meteor, and Hurricane. He goes to the Super Fang, and I went for the Side Shock. There was nothing else I could have done. Does some nice damage, but it does outspeed me, so I know I'm going to faint the next turn to things like Draco Meteor. So I know it's coming, so I go into Gardevoir. I go into Euphemia. Go on, take the hit. And here is more misplay. I do not know if this thing has Taunt, so I go for the Wish because I know I can get in At least something. But there he goes for the taunt. I should have gone for an attack. I just should have gone for the attack, taking this thing down, and I might have been able to win this battle. Here goes with the Hurricane that does it. That is indeed strong enough to take down Euphemia. If she was a special defense ward, it probably wouldn't have, but she isn't, so. Then in comes Claire, and there is nothing I can do. So that was a great fun battle. Thanks for battling me, Red. As I said earlier, I will leave a link in the description to your YouTube channel so you can get some love. Even though not many people watch my videos either, so yeah. I can't wait to see your commentary on this as well. I want to see what you had to say during this battle, because we both brought teams that were, in essence, bad. I brought a team that had a big hole against fire and flying. He brought a Talonflame that was for breeding, not for battling. It was disasters all around, really. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time in the future. If you like, favourite, and subscribe, and